Okay, welcome. Andy Mattis here, and I'm on a mission to help 50 people start and grow the high-ticket affiliate marketing business and grow it to six figures this year. We are joined by Dave King, okay, who's one of my clients who joined us a couple of months ago back in February. He's recently started having some breakthroughs online, so I just wanted to get him on because Dave's someone that's been online for, over 10 years now and, really struggled to get the traction in his business. So I just wanted to get him on just to find out a little bit about his journey. So Dave, yeah, why don't you kind of, start off by, first of all, introducing yourself and just letting us know a bit about your background and how you led up to joining the Uplevel affiliate marketing program.
Yeah, hi Andy. Thanks for having us on.
No problem.
Yeah, my journey started really it was about 14 years ago. I think it was 2007. When I was fascinated by the world of the internet. It was this window to the world, and people were making money on it. So from day one, I thought, well, this is what I want to do. So I made an ebook about booking travel things. I was in travel and tried to sell it out there. The bloke that I bought the $10 course off disappeared. Wouldn't reply my emails. I don't know if he even blocked me at the time. I don't know. But anyway, that didn't work out, obviously, after putting me on me about a month into it. Over the years, then I tried book flipping. I tried Amazon Arbitrate. I've tried Amazon Associates with their 4%, and I think I made 96 cents in 3 months. I think it was. That obviously didn't work out. I wasn't going to retire at 50 with that. So I was quite successful on Shopify, and I sort of taught myself how to do websites and that. So I was doing that. But I still do websites for small businesses now, but I'm going to come away from that now purely because it's too time consuming for what I want to do with this, the affiliate marketing. So anyway, a couple of Shopify shops. I made about 3,000 in 3 months on one. But it was just the admin, the complaints, the stuff from China. It was just too hard work. It's just not what I wanted to do. And I always had a want to do, especially the high ticket affiliate marketing. This sounds great. I get something I believe in. I guide people through it, and I wanted to help people. I wanted to coach. I admire anyone that goes out there and makes something of themselves, whether it's online or starts their own business. I've just got this whole entrepreneur thing in me that I've always had. Mm-hmm. And I knew one day I'd crack it, but I just didn't know how. I was shiny object, this to that. I'd start one, that won't work, and my head got turned, and I'll go out, selling squirrel toenail clippers and make $1 million that they promised me on Amazon. So, I decided to sit down. I had a bit of money to invest. The wife wasn't over the moon about it because it's just another one. Oh, it's just another one of your little ventures, or you'll be playing on your computer up there. Right, okay. So I didn't really tell her to start with. She thought I was being secret. No, I don't know what she thought. Perhaps she thought I was on a dating site. I don't know, but I wasn't. I was obviously. Anyway, I wrote it down to 3 of the bigger ones, ones that felt comfy with. One I got rid of straight away. I did like a 15-day training course, got day 4, and it was just too much fluff, too many promises, too many, I wanted a bit of a personal touch where there wasn't thousands of people on there. Some, before you could go any further, you had to go to your coach and got on with him. It's just not what I wasn't looking for. He's only a young lad. He was about 21. I just thought, you're not going to teach me really for what I want to learn. So just nice lad, just didn't work for me. So I'll give up on that. Round it down to 2. That's when you approached me. And I just like the way you approached you. It didn't feel it was full of hot air. It felt, this sounds genuine. I looked at the case study, looked at your WOW page, the review page. And I thought, yeah, this sounds like, this is more what I want to do, I think. Then I got talking to another lad who said, why this was all going on, who promotes another one. And I wanted to do the whole journey because I'm I love coaching, I love teaching. I've done it in travel sales coaching, and I love as I say, I love it when people do go out there and want to do well. But they do need a coach, and I've got that stage where you need someone to do it. You know, professional footballers didn't get where they were from not having proper coaching. You know,
Yeah.
so just as an example, so I decided, cut a long story short, the only reason I didn't go with the other one is because they were closing the deal for you at the end. But my goal down the line is going to coaching. How am I going to learn how to take the customer through the whole journey and tell them it's something I believe in, you know?
Yeah.
So I took the plunge, as you well know, Andy.
Yeah.
And I went through the training, signed up. I was really surprised the amount, but it was quite, the module that you've got on the platform it's not hours long videos, it's not hundreds of them, it's short, sharp, this is what you do, and then we discuss on Q&A's twice a week. I had one with you once a month, which a lot of gurus, my mentors, don't give you. They haven't got the time. I know you haven't got a lot of time, but you fit it in. That's what I quite like. Then I met the other students. I mean, we role play every night between each other. Every single day we do that, because we, you know, the support, not just off you, off the rest of the group, is unbelievable. Everybody's really willing each other to do well, you know, and I think that was massive for me. I knew I'd made the right decision.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I came in, and now I'm seeing the fruition of my investment. I'm very happy. I took the right. I made the right move, basically.
Awesome. And like now you've kind of like been through the training, like what was kind of the sort of big thing that kind of stood out to you? Like what was your favorite part of the of the course? Was it, you know, like which section was kind of like the best for you?
The training was all pretty good. You know, you're very thorough in setting up, not just the first one, the big one, was a mindset. That is so important. I didn't realise that's what people are trying to do it on their own. Trust me, I've been there. You don't get that sort of mindset for someone who's had to get in that mindset. I mean, you've done the Sam Ovens and, you know, people like that. So that I know for a fact they teach that, but you've done well in the way you've portrayed it across, and I can see it in you. I started getting up at 5:30 now of a day. I'd never done that. I used to get out of bed and go work, because I've worked from home. And I started doing that, making changes. I started, you know, meditating. I always thought meditating was for either hippies or people who done yoga. But the results I got off it, just that alone, little things like that, you start piecing that together with your mindset of not giving up, taking action, things like that. So I enjoyed the mindset side. I enjoy, you know, setting up Get Response, my ClickFunnels, because I use ClickFunnels. Setting up that was so easy. It was on a plate showing me. It was as if I was standing behind you down there in Bristol, looking over your shoulder. But yeah, it was so easy, which allowed me to set my Facebook page up. I'd had my Facebook page and my group ready, because I'm quite quick at that with Canva and things like that. I was ready to start learning the important bit, which I wanted to get my teeth into. So it wasn't a long process. You go at your own pace. But the thing for me was the realization after a few weeks, you know, you think, am I going to be cold calling? But when you start getting it right, what you've taught, people start coming to you. And that is the difference now. People start seeing me. Yeah, he's learned. He's passionate. He's a few chapters ahead of where I am now. And I think that's learning that, coming across as, you know, don't oversell. That's what you've taught on this course. And there's little gold nuggets you won't get anywhere else. There really
So like
is.
the attraction marketing side of things then was kind of like really sort of big for you.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
And just for anyone out there, we're not doing any cold calling. So yeah, just in case anyone's wondering. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like curious as well, because I think this was like your first high ticket program that you've invested in, right? Okay, so like what was it that kind of gave you a shift? Because I think I remember you saying something along the lines of like you were that guy that was kind of that serial kind of like low ticket buyer. So like what kind of gave you that shift to say, right, okay, after what, some 14 years, I think, since 2007, that you need to sort of go and invest in a high ticket program? What was it that kind of shifted for you?
I realise you get what you pay for at the end of the day. If you want something, if you want to learn something and be good at it, you've got to invest in yourself, not just in money, mentally. Um, you see that you start out with a $7, you start out with a $47 course. The thing is, they show you what to do, but they don't show you how to do it. That's the difference.
Hmm.
Investing in a mentorship
Yeah.
and a support group, really, that was the major difference. I knew I had to do it. I wasn't stupid. I realised, wait a minute, 14 years has gone past and it's not going to work. You need to do something different, So that's why you reached, I was speaking to you on Messenger, had a chat with you, and I think I come in pretty quick, didn't I? I made my mind up the next day.
Hmm.
Tunnel vision from there on.
Yeah.
Nothing sways me now. I know this is what I want to do. So yeah,
That's
that's
amazing,
why
man.
I've invested, and it's worked.
Awesome. Awesome. And another thing I wanted to like quickly touch on, which is very kind of interesting, is you came into the program, you got your first prospect on the phone, and you closed your very first call. Now that's like pretty damn rare. So can you kind of like talk us through that, because not many people kind of do that. I know you said you've been in sales for a while, but obviously what we do is very different to kind of like corporate. So can you kind of like, yeah, just sort of like walk us through that? I remember you were quite excited afterwards as well, obviously. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was a breakthrough for the rest of my life, really. I spoke to the lad. He's now on board. I can't remember if he approached me or approached him, but anyway, it was same position I was going through. He'd tried things online for a few years. He was sort of around my age. He didn't want to do the 9 to 5 for the rest of his life. He didn't want to have a boss. He wanted to learn. He's very nervous, like I was, spending your money in the amount of the jungle that is out there.
Hmm.
He'd been fingers burnt before. And I'm just honest. I was just honest with him. I said, "This is work for me. You are literally in a similar position to me." I went through it genuinely. I told him the obstacles. I told him the do's and the pluses and the minuses. Okay, I said you've got to put the hard work in, but it has worked for me, and I love working there. I love it, absolutely
Hmm.
love it. If I get, obviously my wife's on board now. She's loving it, but because she's got faith in me. It took me a few years to get where I am. But yeah, I think it was just being honest and just being yourself without trying to be pushy. Find out what their pains are, find out where they're struggling, find out exactly how you can help them. As a salesman, you have to believe in what you're selling. You have to. If you don't like what you're selling or haven't a lot of the time been through it, you will never you'll never make it in that sector. And that is massive for me. And that, I totally believe I could help this man who was in the same boat as me.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, massive well done on that win. And another thing I wanted to touch on as well was like this is a really big thing for like a lot of people is time. Okay, people say they don't have time. Now you're a guy, you've got family, you're still working a full-time job.
Well,
So
I'm
and
doing my websites, and I'm
yeah,
having to still do that till
mhm,
it fades out. So yeah,
yeah,
and
and you're doing
yeah,
that as well. So like, how have you been able to manage your time? That's like the million-dollar question, I guess.
it's hard. It's not going to be. A lot of people will still think, you read, 2 hours a day, and they're sitting on some beautiful beach in, I don't know, Malibu, and I'm bringing in 10,000 while I'm supping cocktails. It's not like that. You have to put the work in, like anything. So one of the reasons I was getting up at R5 is it was my time. I love that time in the morning. I can walk my dogs, get my head clear, listen to because I read a lot on um, entrepreneurship, sales. I've read all Russell Brunson's books. That sorts my head out. I come back, I do my affirmations, and it gives me a couple of hours to totally work on my business.
Hmm.
You've got to sector it off, and you've got to stick to it, which you do teach in the training, because you do get your head turned not to different shiny objects, but to different tasks. You know, you sit down to write a post, and then someone's emailing. I want a YouTube video. You've got to focus. And then I was doing it at night as well. Still got time with my wife. I sort of draw a line at about 8:30 so we can watch a bit of telly, a bottle of wine, that sort of thing. Weekends, I was putting not all weekend. I wasn't stuck to my desk, but I'd get up early again. I'd have my boy the weekends. So, I mean, he's not little now, he's a teenager, but I could get up early, get my work done, and then, before COVID, we used to go snooker. We go out now for a walk or have a game of footy or something, So anyone that uses that as an excuse, it's not an excuse. If you want it that bad, you'll find the time, 100%.
Awesome. And like you said, it's just about kind of, wanting it bad enough, but then obviously having that structure there, planning.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if you had any days where you don't plan, but it can kind of be a bit sort of all over the place there if you're not planning. All right. And like, what would you say to anyone that's kind of like on the fence about, joining up to the program?
You've got to, first of all, you've got to really want to do it. If you really want to do it, you've got to take action. You've got, you'll be sitting, I'm in an RM, it's the X amount, I haven't got this money, but you'll be saying that next week, you'll be saying that next month, you'll still be saying it 3 times, going into work, round the water cooler, moaning about your job. Where if you'd have took action, you've got to take risks. You've got to come out your comfort zone. Every entrepreneur in the world did. Everyone's been in that boat, but just take action. That's all I can say. And I'm so glad I did it. I didn't sit on it. I had a night to think about it and just done it. I thought, and afterwards it was like a big weight lifted off my shoulders. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I just felt, right, this is it now. I've paid the money. I trust I've made the right decision. They're the right people, the right man to do the job, and I haven't looked back since. Not 1 ounce. I have stressful days where you think, oh God, people are just Forex people, Bitcoin people are just on your case all the time. You learn how to deal with that. You learn to shut off from that. So you talk that. You teach yourself that as well. So if you are thinking about doing it, not just this course, any course, if you want to make it, you've got to make it happen yourself. No one's going to come do it for you.
Awesome. So great insights there, Dave. Thank you for coming on. For anyone that wants to learn more about the Uplevel Affiliate Marketing Program, there'll be a link somewhere down below this video. You can click on that one. You can find out some more information there. So I want to say a massive thank you to Dave for coming on, and thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Thanks, Andy.
No problem. See you later.
See you later, mate. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.